Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all had a great day overall, man. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We got some things that we currently need to discuss that's going on in the boxing world. But before we get into that, we're going to let a few people get in the building. You feel what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's in the comments so far. And this is on subscriber only mode. So if you would like to have your opinions expressed on here, if you would like to chop it up with your boy Mazuma TV, subscribe to the channel, man. Shout out to everybody that's in here so far. Marissa with the first comment of the day. She says, Mazuma Nation. What's going on, Marissa? Thank you for coming through and constantly showing your love and support. Coffee Plant, what up? Great Gambino, what up? Lorenzo, what up? Talking about Europe. Yeah, man. We got some things that we need to discuss, man. For one, we're going to talk about this Canelo Alvarez versus William Scull press conference and exactly what my reaction was to that, because there was something that was definitely happening during the press conference that I want to speak about and see if we okay with it, what our opinions are on this whole situation. Then we're going to talk about Teofimo Lopez being pressed for his racist comments. You feel what I mean? And before I get into that, man, shout out to Najee from Cigar Talk, man. This dude, listen, man, I don't agree with everything the man says. I think he has certain opinions that, I just don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? But there's not one person that walks this planet that I agree with 100% of the time. And I know that there's people that won't agree with me 100% of the time. So it's all good. You feel what I mean? But one thing about Najee, he did what he needed to do, and that was press Teofimo Lopez for his racist comments. There's a lot of coward-ass media outlets that's out here, and especially and they black. You know what I mean? These dudes be black people. These be the exact people that Teofimo Lopez is disrespecting and shit like that. And they'll sit there and smile in his face, teeth and palms. Like, hi, Teo, can we do an interview? You know what I'm saying? Radio Raccoon and all them other motherfuckers that be out there, man. You see what I'm saying? They don't have the heart to step up to Teofimo Lopez, and they pretty much be condoning the shit that he's saying because they don't want to fuck up their credentials or their opportunities to, be a part of these big events, and so they just be biting their tongue. But Najee didn't, and I'm glad that he actually took, the opportunity to let Teofimo Lopez know how he feel. You know what I'm saying? And Najee wasn't all on social media threatening Teofimo, none of that shit. He waited until he saw him use that opportunity, and, he got at him. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what media should be doing more often, man. You know what I mean? They need to stop being cowards. These niggas need to put their big boy pants on and start holding motherfuckers accountable when they do nut shit. You feel what I mean? Because where I'm from, when you do some nut shit, that shit come with consequences. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Najee from Cigar Talk. Seemed like he the only one who got a set of motherfucking cojones out here to, address an issue. You feel what I'm saying? Slime the GOAT. Slamito the GOAT. What up? He's Great Gambino said, I didn't realize how tall dude is. Yeah, Najee a big motherfucker. Slamito said, what's the word, Mark? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Hit the like and subscribe and check out Mazuma merch before I put... Yeah, this man Slime be tripping. Coffee Plant said Najee real. Yeah, he definitely real for that. He definitely got my respect for that because that's something that I always wanted to do, but I've never had the opportunity because I don't really be a part of these media scrums and I don't be traveling to press conferences and shit like that. You feel what I mean? So shout out to Najee for, standing on his business, man. You feel what I mean? A lot of people, you'd be surprised on how many motherfuckers will talk that shit, and then when reality or the situation right in front of them, they show cowardice. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna let a couple more people come in and then we're gonna address. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the boxing world. You feel what I'm saying? We got 10 people in the building. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get them likes up. I think a lot of people pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people pissed off because they can't talk on here unless they subscribe. A lot of motherfuckers be, checking in on your boy. They be hating on your boy. They don't want to give me, any type of credit. So, you know what I mean? It's all good. I ain't tripping. We got rules around this bitch. They can't wait the 5 minutes. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. I don't give a fuck though. I ain't the one that's gonna be pressing. You know what I mean? If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can, but I ain't about to be pressing you to fuck with me neither. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead about your business and go chop it up with somebody else that'll let you comment without subscribing. You feel me? I'll mix it up sometimes. You know what I mean? If I feel like really, like if it's a really big topic or whatever, I'll open the comment section up publicly. But for the most part, something leaking, yeah. My cat be drinking out the water faucet in the sink. They won't drink out of anything else. I get them water bowls and all types of shit, but they only drink out of the fucking water faucet. They like fountains. I don't know. That shit kind of weird. They've been good lately though. So we cool. You know what I mean? Be cool. Shay, shout out to Shay in the building. He said, what you think of Dana getting into boxing? We spoke about this for a good amount of time yesterday, and I was saying how, there's pros and cons to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I seen Paulie Malignaggi pissed off. I got two cats, Blackie and Simba. And no, Blackie, I know that's a derogatory term down south. You know what I mean? But I named her after, because I thought it was a boy when I first got her. I named her after a dude that was a part of my childhood. You feel what I mean? He was a real dark-skinned Puerto Rican dude. Everybody called him Blackie and shit. Coolest dude on the block. And Blackie is very dark. But you know what I mean? It's like a boyish name that she got, but that's because when I got her, I thought she was a boy. But anyways, you know what I mean? I got two cats. Yeah, I got a girl and a boy, but it was supposed to be two boys, but shit happens. You feel me? But anyways, like I said, Dana White, he got his pros and cons. I see Paulie Malignaggi discussing like his, him not supporting Dana White being in the boxing, called him all types of scumbags, and he doesn't care for the fighters, and he underpays fighters. Everything that we've heard about Dana White in the UFC, you know what I mean? They're bringing that up as a reason for why he shouldn't be a part of boxing. Now, look, man, I could name you several promoters that have fucked over fighters, underpaid fighters, and never gave them room at the table. Oscar De La Hoya came out not too long ago when he was disagreeing with Terrence Crawford. It said fighters shouldn't be at the table. Canelo Alvarez has a quote from Oscar De La Hoya saying that, we only pay fighters a little bit so we can keep them hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of shit that he said. Like, these are stuff that current promoters in the sport of boxing say. So what's the difference between them and Dana White? You know what I'm saying? Dana White, he's trusted by Turki Al-Sheikh. They have a good relationship. And Dana White, like I said, he took the UFC, that was a dying company at one point in time, and revitalized it and made it a multi-billion-dollar business. So why wouldn't Turki Al-Sheikh trust him to keep a company in check? You feel what I'm saying? Dana White's a great businessman, and a lot of these businessmen are scumbags. Chris Eubank sat at that fucking press conference and called everybody a scumbag on that stage, and they happen to be promoters. The only one that he exempted out of that conversation was Turki Al-Sheikh. You know what I'm saying? So, do Dana White got some bad things about him? Absolutely. But does he have some positive things about him? Absolutely. Just like any other promoter in the sport of boxing. You name a promoter, I can run down some pros and cons about him, whether we talking about Eddie Hearn, whether we talking about Bob Arum. Shit, you can even throw Al Heyman if you want to consider him a promoter. He's a manager / advisor. But, you can name some bad things about him as well. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and shit on Dana White. But, Paulie Malignaggi, he fell away about Dana White. It is what it is. I bet you Paulie got a lot of bad shit to say about certain promoters that he's worked with in the past. That'll sound pretty similar to his grievances about Dana White. It is what it is, bro. A lot of these dudes are scumbags. You're gonna find out as you continue to maneuver through Whatever business you in, wherever there's money, there's corruption. Wherever there's corruption, there's likely some scumbags that are involved in that corruption. That's in every sport. That's in every job, work environment, whatever. You always gonna run into those type of people. It is what it is. So I can't really, and this is another thing. I can't really give you an opinion on Dana White and how the way he's moving in boxing until they actually do something in boxing. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have a name for their promotional company yet. That lets you know how fresh and brand new this is. They just came to, I guess they just come to an agreement on, what their roles are, you know what I'm saying, what the budget's going to be, how often they're going to be fighting. From what I understand, they don't even know how many times they're going to be fighting. They're just going to be like, yo, like whatever network we're going to sit down with, we'll tell them we'll do however many shows because we got an infinite budget. We could do however many fucking shows we want. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a fresh, brand new idea. And I guess we'll see them put on their first show in September, which is most likely going to be the Canelo Crawford fight. You feel what I mean? So we just going to have to wait and see. But what I thought was pretty interesting, because we got a good amount of people in here right now, how Turki Al-Sheikh has suddenly, let's run this back a little bit. Turki Al-Sheikh not too long ago bought the Ring magazine off of Oscar De La Hoya. You feel what I'm saying? And since then, he's been heavily promoting the Ring magazine. He's completely revitalized the Ring magazine. The actual magazines are actually like of better quality. They got posters. He's putting a lot into it. You know what I'm saying? And he did the Ring Magazine Awards. He made that a really big thing as well. So you can tell Turki Al-Sheikh really cares about this because he's putting a lot of money, into this organization, company, whatever you want to call it. And I think Turki Al-Sheikh's main motive with doing all of this is to try to make the Ring Magazine the belt. Because when we're talking about the sport of boxing right now, at this current climate, there's 4 major belts that make somebody undisputed, and it's rarely talked about. It's rarely talked about that the Ring Magazine is a major belt. When you're talking about the major belts, you're talking about the WBO, WBA, WBC, and the IBF. Those are the 4 belts that you need in order to become undisputed in the division in this current day in boxing, right? I think Turki Al-Sheikh notices that. He's had a few undisputed fights on his Riyadh season cards, whether it's Tyson Fury, Usyk, Beterbiev, Bivol. He's been a part of that. Go get the money. What up? And I think that he wants to set them belts aside and come up, since he's the one putting on these events and making these big, fights happen. I think Turki Al-Sheikh wants to completely eliminate these sanctioning bodies, right? And come up with his own belt and make that the belt along with the Ring Magazine, in association with the Ring Magazine, and just have the best fighters in the world compete for this one belt. So Turki Al-Sheikh is on a mission right now to destroy these sanctioning bodies, or at least overthrow them so they could become the uno. You feel what I'm saying? And I've seen a lot of people upset about it. Like, I've seen people on social media, who the fuck Turki Al-Sheikh think he is? He really thinks he's like the godfather of boxing, and he's over here trying to change everything up. A lot of people, and you can just sense on how the way that they're talking, that they're very uncomfortable with the moves that Turki Al-Sheikh is making. It's a lot of fear. And, you fear, like Nas said, you fear what you don't understand, hate what you can't conquer. And Turki Al-Sheikh can't be conquered. You see what I'm saying? Because this man has an infinite amount of resources, specifically finances, and he could literally do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And that's what he's been doing. He's about to make a fight happen in the middle of Times Square. The nigga's about to have a boxing event at Alcatraz. Who the fuck is doing that? It's like he's taking the kids, like he's using his imagination as if he's a child and just incorporating boxing around it. Next thing you know, this nigga gonna have a boxing event on the moon. You feel what I'm saying? Like he on some shit where he just thinking very outside of the box. We just gonna say that. You feel what I'm saying? And look, man, a lot of you, and this is another point I wanted to bring up as well that I've noticed. When you talk about the biggest problems in the sport of boxing today, I heard Floyd Mayweather say this. I've heard Earl Spence say this. I heard Terrence Crawford say this, specific, at one point in time where he had gotten stripped by the IBF. One of the biggest problems in the sport of boxing is we have too many belts in boxing. Anybody could be a champ, right? Anybody could be a champion, blah, blah, blah. And we've had our grievances about sanctioning bodies for many years now, how they're corrupt, how they sanction that their rankings can be bought. It's a lot of things. These guys don't be enforcing mandatories, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez had to wait around for how long and never got an opportunity at Canelo because the WBC never forced Canelo to put up that belt against David Benavidez. They pretty much held it off because they just wanted to keep getting them Canelo checks, right? You know what I'm saying? And I seen a lot of people, that was one of the biggest things that people was talking about. It's too many belts. It's too many belts. And I've heard people say, why can't there just be one belt? And there was a lot of discussions about, I've heard these conversations many times. Oh, these sanctioning bodies should come together to make one belt and just have one champion in each division, right? I think it's clear to say at this point in time that the WBA, WBC, IBF, and the WBA are not willing to work together. They want to be in their own lane. They want to make their own money. And that's just what the fuck it is. So why is Turki Al-Sheikh gonna, with the money that he has, go out of his way to try to get these four sanctioning bodies together to come up to a conclusion where, it's just one belt? And bro, he's not going to do all of that. So what he's going to do is with the money that he has, he's going to create his own belt, get the biggest fighters in the world to come together to fight for that belt, and pretty much make an attempt to make these belts as insignificant as possible. I think that's what Turki Al-Sheikh's plans are. And, a lot of people, they seem to be going back on, the things that they've been saying. Y'all said y'all just wanted one belt. Y'all just wanted one champion in each weight class, right? Y'all just wanted one champion in each weight class, similar to how the way the UFC does it. They have a champion and they have an interim champion. You see what I'm saying? And that's just about it. And the champion has to continue to defend their belts against, up-and-coming contenders or the interim champion that's below them. Turki Al-Sheikh, it seems like based off of what he's doing, he's attempting to have that same structure, but in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I see that the WBC is having, Mauricio Suleiman going at the Ring magazine and shit like that. And, ironically, in my opinion, he's going out of his way to say how, the Ring magazine is a business. And, he mentioned corruption and all this shit. I'm like, Mauricio, you're talking about corruption? You're mentioning corruption right now? The WBC is calling another business corrupt. Okay. With all the shit that we know about the WBC, for him to come out and call somebody else a corrupt business is crazy to me. But regardless, you know what I mean? Mauricio said that ain't nobody going to disrespect the WBC. He can give a fuck who it is. And, Turki Al-Sheikh kind of disrespected the WBC today. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Canelo Alvarez and William Scull was facing off after their press conference. And Canelo Alvarez was attempting to bring his belts on the stage. And I think Canelo Alvarez had even asked him, yo, can I bring the belts up here? And Turki shook his head immediately and said no. You feel what I'm saying? And Canelo Alvarez was cool with it. They took them belts off of the stage, and they continue to proceed on with the face-offs. Now, a lot of people, this is causing a lot of outrage in the boxing community. I want to know exactly what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Is Turki Al-Sheikh wrong for, attempting to destroy, a big part of boxing history? Because regardless of how the way we feel about these belts, ladies and gentlemen, they do have a significant history on the sport of boxing. The WBA has been around for a long time. The WBO has its history. The WBC has its history. We've seen the greatest fighters of all time carrying that WBC belt. You feel what I'm saying? We've seen some all-time great fighters, especially in today's era, carry the WBO belt. The WBA belt, we don't really have to talk about that. We know that belt done been around since forever. The IBF, come on. My favorite fighter of all time, first title was the IBF welterweight title of the world, Felix Tito Trinidad. So, every time I see the IBF, it brings me back great memories because my favorite fighter of all time used to carry that belt around, all the time. You feel what I'm saying? It had the longest title reign in welterweight division, carrying that IBF title. Shay with a great question says, Mazuma off topic question. What's the best fighter to study for southpaw fighters? So you're asking me a fighter, a southpaw. You're asking me to give you an example of a southpaw fighter to study. Is that what you're asking me? If that's the case, bro, you got an infinite amount of choices to choose from, whether we talking about today's era or back in the day. You know what I mean? You could go down to the shit. My go-to, I like Guillermo Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? I like Erislandy Lara. If we talking about today's Cuban, these Cuban boxers, shit. Ain't Ban Rodriguez a southpaw? Am I tripping? This is my favorite fighter. I hope I'm not. This is one of my favorite fighters. I hope I ain't fucking up right now. Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis. I think the best fighters in I think Southpaw's got a strong case of being, some of the best fighters in the sport of box. Shit, look at Terrence Crawford. Majority of the time, he's a motherfucking southpaw. Earl Spence is southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Andrade, he is southpaw. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you can't really go wrong. There's a lot of great fighters out here today, in today's era alone, that are southpaws. So you got a lot of choices to choose from. I mean, the stance is cool. I think you got to lock in more on like skill sets. Like, okay, you looking at a southpaw, but what kind of southpaw? You looking for like an aggressive pressure fighter type southpaw? Are we talking about, a counter puncher southpaw, a defensive specialist type southpaw? You got to be a little bit more specific with the southpaws you're looking for, because I could give you 5 different southpaws right now that fight totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like Bam is a southpaw, but he definitely got an aggressive side to his style, but he's known for his angles. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Earl Spence, he's a stepper, come forward, pressure, body puncher. You can look at him. They fight totally different. They're the same stance. Fundamentally sound, Earl Spence Jr. Earl Spence Jr. I would suggest looking at, Earl Spence versus Kell Brook, Earl Spence versus Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence versus Lamont Peterson, Chris Van Heerden, Phil Greco. If you want to look at the Samuel Vargas fight, early Earl Spence. If we talking fundamentally sound, look no further than Earl Spence. They was calling him the Tim Duncan of boxing. So I hope that answers your question, Shay. Manny Pacquiao definitely not fundamentally sound. He had a lot of unorthodox things about him. His in and out movement, footwork. Loma was big on the angles, and he was a very accurate puncher, great combination puncher, good hand speed, ring intelligence. But fundamentally sound, look no further than Earl Spence Jr. Usyk is a good one too. But I think Earl Spence fits the description best. But Usyk is a southpaw. Yes, he is. Luis Ortiz, nigga, bro. Young Luis Ortiz, bro. Monster. If he would have gotten his opportunity, man, I think he would have been heavyweight champion of the world, bro. How many fighters I got that are southpaws? I got one amateur that's a southpaw. His name is Deshaun Jones. He's my only southpaw that's an amateur. Now, the pros, we have a lot of southpaws. We got Josh Jones. I think he's 9-0 or 8-0. We got Oluwafemi Oyeleye. He's 16-0. Southpaw Juan Marrero. He's a southpaw. I think he's 5-0 or 6-0. Then we got John Carlos Rivera. That's a pro. I think he's 9-2. So we got a lot of southpaws that's pro, but I only got one amateur that's under my tutelage. That's a southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Great questions. But let's get back to the Turkey Al-Sheikh conversation, though, man. I seen Anonymous has a comment up here. Shout out to the boy Anonymous, my standard. Wait, he's not a standard moderator. What is he? He's let me see. He's my managing moderator. Shout out to my boy Anonymous in the motherfucking building. He says, yeah, I do think it's bad, and I don't think anybody is just going to drop the titles they already have for that belt. Turkey is pushing either. Wait. Hold on. I'm reading this wrong. He said, yeah, I do think it's bad. And I don't think anybody is just going to drop the titles they already have for that belt. Turkey is pushing either. If anything, it will be a 5-belt era. So you think this is just going to, okay. Damn, that's a great point, man. Like if let's say let's say it's been one of my dreams to get the WBC title. And then in the meanwhile, I become unified or even undisputed in my weight class. Let's say I'm undisputed at welterweight, right? And I work my ass off to get these belts. You know what I mean? Even if it's costing me 1%, 2%, 3% of my payouts. You feel what I mean? And then we got this dude, Turkey Al-Sheikh, that's coming around and it was like, yo, man, I'll give you a big ass bag of money. You know what I'm saying? You drop them because this is what's most likely Turkey's gonna do. He's probably gonna end up having this thing where it's like, yo, if you fighting in my promotion or if you fighting in my new boxing league or whatever, you gotta vacate them titles. That's most likely what he's gonna do, bro. Like it's gonna make a lot of motherfuckers choose between, having the world titles or exchanging it for a bag. Because Lamont Roach was just coming out here a couple of days ago and was talking about how these world titles is a scam. You know what I mean? Like, why are we paying you to have your belts? You should be paying us. We representing y'all. We representing y'all organization. Like, how the fuck, we gotta pay y'all. We gotta fight for the belt, and then we gotta pay y'all for holding the belt. Like, what type of sense do that shit make? You know what I'm saying? And everybody's been saying that this shit has been a scam for a while now. So, you know what I'm saying? If Turkey Al-Sheikh comes out here and he takes this approach where it's like, yo, we ain't got no sanctioning fees for this belt. You know what I'm saying? You just got to fight under our organization. But the catch is, whatever belts that you have at this current point, you got to vacate. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at the pros and the cons in the situation, if you put yourself in their shoes, right? You a world champion. You got the WBA, the WBO, the WBC, you got the IBF, whatever belt you got, or maybe if you have all four. And Turkey Al-Sheikh is like, yo, how much you usually make for a fight? What's the most you ever made for a fight? $2 million. All right, we're gonna give you $8 million to fight in this boxing league, one fight. We're gonna put up this whatever promotional name they're gonna come up with. I don't even know what the fuck they're gonna name the belt. But let's say they name the belt the Al-Sheikh world title. You know what I'm saying? I want you to fight for the Turkey Al-Sheikh world title. There's no sanctioning fees or anything like that. We give you 4 times what you made in your career, but you just gotta vacate your belts. Damn, so you about to give me 4 times what I made in my entire career. Because $8 million ain't shit to Turkey Al-Sheikh, right? So let's say he go, yo, we're gonna give you 4 times what you made in your entire career. You feel what I'm saying? And you won't have to pay any new, and if you win this title, you don't ever gotta pay no sanctioning fees. You just gotta defend it against the other best fighters in the world. But we're gonna keep paying you, career high, bags. What y'all gonna do? I gotta think about that, man. Like because what these fighters tell you, yo, I'm boxing, you know what I'm saying, to feed my family. Oh, I'm doing this to, create generational wealth. All right, Turkey Al-Sheikh giving you that. And this is not, and this is me playing devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying? This ain't me defending Turkey Al-Sheikh or his belt or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But let's say I'm just giving y'all a different perspective to think from. My pop breaking down the math for y'all. My dad breaking down the math for y'all. He said a sanction between $100,000 to $300,000. Cost of sanctioning team, hotel, food. You end up paying $500,000. This is, of course, at a championship level. You know what I'm saying? You pay for belt $3,500 to $8,000. See, that's a lot of money that's being dished out. And this is exactly why these fighters coming out here and be like, yo, this shit is a scam. I gotta pay all this bread to be world champion. and y'all not doing nothing for me. I'm representing y'all, and I gotta pay y'all too. So imagine Turkey Al Sheik, if he gets that sales pitch, we gonna see a lot. I'm telling y'all, a lot of these niggas, they in it to feed their families. They about the money. You feel what I mean? A lot of these niggas, they businessmen. Mike Tyson told you today's fighters, they businessmen. I was a killer, right? A lot of these dudes in the current world of boxing, they are businessmen. So they gonna see the benefits that they gonna hear out Turkey Al Sheik on his sales pitch. Like, man, no sanctioning fees. You ain't gotta worry. You ain't gotta pay us a dime. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you your career highest purse, but you just gotta defend that title when, and it's pretty much gonna be whoever the fuck they say. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really gonna be like the Dana White shit. Like Dana White give you an option. He gonna give you an option. He like, yo, you gotta fight this dude right here. Oh, you don't want to fight him? All right, we're gonna take this belt off you, give it to somebody else. Like that's the type time. It's gonna be that type of time. That philosophy that Dana White had in UFC, he's gonna bring it right over to boxing. Fuck Ree. He a hater. You know what I mean? Happy belated. Yo, I already told him happy birthday, but it was Ree's birthday, I believe, yesterday. You know what I mean? So give y'all happy birthday. Shout outs to the boy Ree, man. Happy birthday. Shout outs to the boy Ree. But yeah, man. So I'm trying to tell y'all, if that's how the way Turkey Al Sheik gonna be presenting that belt, expect a lot of motherfuckers to be dropping them world titles and be joining that boxing league. I'm telling you. Go get the money. Says boxing cards finna be stacked like the UFC cards. Yeah, man. That's what it's looking like. And it's gonna be really hard to beat these motherfuckers, bro. It's like putting a dream team together. Remember when everybody, the basketball league, the basketball world was under fire when Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron all teamed up together. They said they was going to have a dynasty. Well, mind you, they didn't. But when you talking about, Dana White, who pretty much got the MMA league, they talking about he had a monopoly. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Turkey Al Sheik that has access to shit, basically unlimited funds. And then you got all these like world class, like, and then what's the other dude name that's in the WWE? WWE been relevant for I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? You putting together like a fucking group of geniuses and putting them in one circle to take over the sport of boxing. And you got the ultimate money man behind them to fund whatever the fuck they want to do. This is gonna be this is gonna leave a lot of these dudes shook. Now, what I want to know is, Dana doesn't make cross promo. What you mean? Did I say that? Nah, Dana doesn't make cross promo. What you mean? We never got John Jones versus Ngannou. Yeah, he let Ngannou walk away. What did I say for you to say that though? Did I say something about cross promo? But regardless, I think what I want to know is how the way Turkey Al Sheik is attempting to. Somebody in the comments said Dana makes every fight happen. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Do y'all remember they was trying to make Anderson Silva and GSP? They wasn't able to do that. Y'all remember that shit? And then like we got I remember they was trying to make Rampage and Rashad Evans like years before they actually fought. And by the time they fought, Rampage was already old. And there was a few fights. There was a few fights. No, it's all good, Anonymous. There was a few fights that they could have had that was big at the time that they kind of let slip a little bit. They not like they don't got 100. They ain't got the like all positive track record. You know what I mean? They let some shit slip too. But let me see. Shay says, you think they will sell the IBF, WBC, WBO, WBO for the right amount of money? Then they could just make one belt. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Turkey El Sheik ever explored that. What I think Turkey El Sheik is doing, I think he just trying to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? I think he just trying to get rid of him. I think he trying to overthrow them. I don't even know if he went down that avenue yet or even attempted to do that. Maybe he just like on some shit where it's like, man, fuck him. We don't need him. We're going to do our own shit. You know, we got money. We don't need them. That's it. Turkey not used to getting told no. Yeah, we know that. How many get money motherfuckers y'all know get told no? Not many. A lot of these dudes, yes men, and they'll do whatever they can to be on the payroll. And I brought this example up many times. I remember Eddie Hearn said that he will shine Turkey Al Sheik's shoes if he asked him to. That lets you know everything you need to know. Sound like Eddie Hearn will eat corn the long way if Turkey asked him to. You feel me? Course said he made the biggest bag with Turkey. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Chase, they ain't really saying much because, you know, Top Rank is historically known for, you know, underpaying fighters. That's typically why a lot of them dudes leave them. And when they start asking what they feel like they worth, Bob Arum come out here and talk about how they don't sell. Yeah, Eddie Hearn will eat corn the long way if Turkey asked him to, right, Slime? Yeah, that's why everybody going over there, Shay. Yeah, everybody know the money different. That money real over there. That's exactly why everybody going over there. That's exactly why Canelo got his ass up. Canelo was like, man, I don't want, because he was running out of money options. So he was about to go ahead and take that Jake Paul fight. So Turkey picked up the phone like, yo, man, what you doing? And Canelo like, man, I don't want to do this, bro. But you know, I'm trying to get to this money. He like, all right, man, how much they offering you? All right, we gonna give you this. And that's what he did. Yo, Slime bombing away on StreamYard, bro. Slime bombing away on StreamYard. He not letting StreamYard talk. But hey man, we're gonna wait to see what happens. But once this boxing league gets up and running, but you know what's so weird about Turkey Al Sheik too? He sat on that. He actually was asking questions, and he told Canelo to get that fourth belt so we could bring all those belts to the September event against Crawford. But then when Canelo goes to bring his belts up to the stage, Turkey like, no, don't bring them up here. We're not gonna get them no fame. Ain't that confusing? Like, is the belts important or not? Because you want him to get that fourth belt that William Scull got. You want him to become undisputed. You want him to be undisputed so he could fight Bud for undisputed in September. But then when Canelo goes to try to flaunt his belts that he worked hard to get, no, fuck them belts. Huh? That just clicked in my head because I remember Turkey Al Sheik was like, I need you to get that fourth belt. I need you to get that fourth belt. He's like, no, I got you. Don't worry. I'll get that. I got you. No problem. No worry. And then when Canelo like, yo, let me bring my belts up here. Nah, fuck them belts. Like, what? That's a confusing individual right there, man. That's a confusing individual. I don't understand what he got going on. Turkey be holding the belts as if he just won it. You could tell Turkey a fan, cuz. Like you could tell he a fan, how the way he be posing in pictures, like how the way he hold his fists up, you could tell like he a noob. Cause y'all remember when y'all used to play them games and the niggas used to call you a noob on Call of Duty and shit. Like Turkey remind me of a noob. He just like he a square ass nigga with a bag. For real. Like he a square. Like, nigga, Turkey don't know how to throw a left hook to save his motherfucking life. He said, "Yo." Slav said, "Yo, StreamYard, say Canelo 3 times." This nigga said, "Bud, bud, bud." Yo, y'all be having a time in this comment section, bro. Y'all be tripping. Definitely hit the like button, y'all. Appreciate everybody that's showing love. We got 31 likes. I appreciate you. Ralph said Turkey be ready to put the belt around his waist the way he be holding the belt. Yeah, like you could tell, like he low key be living through these niggas. Like he love this shit. And that's that's dope. I mean, it was always good to see like promoters and investors and shit really like the sport and not just look at it like a business. You feel me? Yeah, I mean. But nah, I think it's time to showcase this video, man. Y'all want to talk about Najee pressing Teofimo Lopez, man? Because I got the video right here, and I want to talk about this. This man Najee pressed Teofimo right in front of Turkey. Turkey Al Sheikh was walking by, and Najee was frying him. And Najee, bro, he said everything perfectly. He said everything perfectly, bro. He said everything he needed to say. And he just made T.O. look stupid. Of course, T.O. tries to get in this fucking dumbass philosophical bag where he trying to make shit come across deeper than what it is and all that shit, bro. Let's get into the video. Let me share the screen. Hold on. Let me share this screen real quick. Let me make sure nothing on here because y'all know Twitter be weird. Yeah, I mean, you go on Twitter, you might run into the wrong shit. But everything right here, the full screen, this John, and let's.
What can we expect, Turkey, from TKO Group? Turkey, what can we expect from Turkey? Thank you. Times Square shutting it down, Turkey.
This John like it's kind of like glitching, right? Or should I just play the audio? Yeah, it's choppy. All right, I'm gonna just play the audio. I ain't about to waste my time, bro. Yeah, I mean, let me just pull it up. Shout out to Boxing and Barbecue for bringing this to my attention because, in all honesty, I probably wouldn't have seen it in time without them. So I'm gonna just play the audio real quick. All right. So the caption says Najee confronts Teofimo Lopez for all racist comments. Najee was the only one who didn't let him slip his way out of it. And that's exactly why I'm saluting him, because on some real shit, these media outlets, they pussy. They be scared to hold motherfuckers accountable because they scared to get their, credentials revoked. You feel what I mean? Because they did a lot. They did a lot to get them credentials, y'all. I mean, they had to do a whole lot of ass kissing and eating corn the long way to get them credentials. You feel what I'm saying? They had to sit on their knees. They had to they had to get on their knees and get pissed on and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe literally, but figuratively, definitely. So let's get into this audio between Najee and Teofimo Lopez, and you're gonna see Najee not letting this dude slide. Najee a little bit too, and that's all. You don't need to be too intelligent to outsmart Teofimo Lopez, because the reality is he's an idiot that just be trying to come across smart. But amongst real smart niggas like us and like me, you, the nation, he comes across as very dumb. You feel what I'm saying? And he's just easy to rebuttal against and just make look dumb. So let's get into what Najee had to say. So it's a lot of noise.
we expect, Turkey, from TKO?
So Turkey's walking by.
Turkey, what can we expect?
Turkey. Thank you. Times Square shutting it down, Turkey.
So Najee telling him you lost a lot of fans. You lost a lot of fans behind that shit you saying. He was pretty much saying that shit was whack.
I supported you before. I had you on the interview at Top Rank, dog. Don't do that. I've been supported you, dog. They didn't tell me nothing. I asked you that. I've been supported you. A lot of people. I did a whole lot. I did Nico. I did everybody. Come on, dog. Everybody supported you. You're doing the process. Like,
now, this is true, man. Believe it or not, Teofimo Lopez had a lot of black fans, bro. A lot of black fans. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if any of y'all was fans of him prior to the racist stuff, but I remember like a lot of people was backing Teofimo Lopez because listen, he Honduran, right? He not Mexican, he not Puerto Rican, he not Argentinian. It's not Honduras doesn't really have like a huge fan base for boxing. So who was Teofimo Lopez's sole fan base? Puerto Rican. He was from New York, so Puerto Ricans. He lost to Puerto Ricans as soon as he started running his mouth. You know what I mean? Was talking shit about Puerto Ricans being trash fighters. And then he goes around and, you know, when the black fans is the only ones left, he out here talking about bananas and watermelon and, you know, all types of shit. Laughing at Keyshawn Davis getting sent watermelon and bananas to his room and, you know, trying to insinuate that he was the one that sent it. You know, a whole bunch of, you know, racial stereotypes he was getting into.
playing this, bro. As fans, that's it. Dog, niggas told you how that shit make people feel, bro. You just did it the press conference of the day, bro. Come on, bro.
So Tio trying to lie to Najee and be like, "Yo, man, I haven't even been saying anything, bro. You just Hitchin said something in the crowd, and you was talking about, you know, get him a banana. Like, what are you referring to when you talking about get him a banana? He talking about bananas potassium. No, you fucking dickhead. Banana has potassium in it. The fuck is you talking about? That's like saying orange is vitamin C. No, oranges have vitamin C in it. Orange is not vitamin C, you fucking idiot. Yeah, Pop, if you smacking with the wrench, that my Pop hitting a nigga with a wrench is fucking hilarious. But he just calling him out, my king? Did you said I'm sorry, my king? Yo, if that shit deserve a 24-hour ban, let me know. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, my king. He wildin'. How long Slime got him for? Why don't tell me how long a nigga got hit for? No. But whatever. 86K seconds. How long is that? The fuck? How long is that? Yeah, I'm a cool 24. Shout out to Slime. He tripping. I'm sorry, my king. Hell no. You don't even know that man. The fuck? He deserved that. But anyways, let's go on. Najee pressing him though. Like, bro, stop trying to treat me like I'm fucking dumb. You sitting here lying in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Tio gets super uncomfortable though. He low key gets like he feels threatened. I'm gonna tell y'all when.
That's what I'm saying. Keep doing this, bro. You gonna try to play me like I'm stupid now, bro? You all play, yo, bro. Everybody done told you how offensive that is, and you have fans. Motherfuckers fuck with you. Black people sat up here, no, but how you gonna fuck with us and then call people monkeys and bananas and all that shit? Tio, you just did it at the press conference the other day.
He said he didn't call nobody monkeys. He said he didn't call nobody monkeys. He's a fucking joke, bro. He's a fucking joke. We could easily disprove this. Tio gets pressed everywhere he go. Yeah, bro. Remember when Keith Thurman got pressed on like an airplane and like Keith Thurman was like walking out of an arena. He was getting pressed by fans. Tio's the new Thurman. Don't nobody respect this nigga because they know he a clown. They know he ain't about shit. Wow. And Najee pressing him so bad right now. He keeps shooting down everything Tio's saying and Tio know it. So now Tio's scrambling.
You just said it to Africa at the press conference the other day. What you said? Oh, where's the money? Here go a banana. Here go a banana. Here go a banana. What does that mean? You might as well, bro. I'm just telling you that shit is corny, bro. You need to stop that shit.
Telling you that shit is corny. You need to stop that shit. I didn't call nobody monkeys, bro. You're clearly using the banana shit as a way to sneak diss black people. Because you know a racial stereotype about black people is calling them monkeys. So you're talking about a banana. You're talking about a banana, which is something that monkeys usually partake in eating. You're alluding to some type of racial stereotype. Am I wrong? Like the fuck, like this is easy. This is a layup. And Nazi's exposing him. And Tio think he's smart enough to try to weasel his way out of this situation.
Don't try to outplay me. I'm not trying to play you. I'm just trying as well, bro. I'm just telling you that shit is corny, bro. You need to stop that shit. You see what I mean? Don't try to outplay me. I'm not trying to play you. I'm just trying.
He said, "Don't try to outplay me." What the fuck does that even mean? Wait, I gotta hear what Tio's saying. Because when Najee said that shit is corny, you need to stop that shit, and Najee starts to walk away. Tio's like, "Don't ever try to outplay me." Like, nigga, you playing yourself, you fucking goofy. Shut the fuck up. Let me hear this shit.
I'm just telling you that shit is corny, bro. You need to stop that shit. You see what I mean? Don't try to outplay me. I'm not trying to play you. I'm just trying, bro.
He trying to reason with Najee, and Najee just walks away, bro. Fucking hilarious. Don't give that goofy no room to explain himself. Don't give that goofy no room to explain himself. You say what the fuck you gotta say, then you just get up out of there because you don't need to associate yourself with goofies. You feel what I'm saying? I know Tio felt real dumb after that. He low-key felt threatened because he was like, yeah, wait, he was like, he was like, oh, don't never try to outplay me. Like he think he the ultimate chess master, where he think that he just so much more intelligent than anybody. My pop says, remember, when they call us monkeys, they call us all monkeys. If you are of color, they categorize you as one. So no people of color should watch this clown. That's a fact. And he let you know what side he was on. Right in one of his most recent fights, he came out with like a fucking Spaniard flag. He telling you he resonate with the Europeans. He resonate with the white people. You feel what I'm saying? And I see people going around calling Tio an Afro Latino. He ain't no fucking Afro Latino. Stop it. He a big nosed white nigga that's insecure about black people. Straight like that. He one of them white boys that could dance a little bit. So he think, you know what I mean? He one of us and he not. Nigga said he a Pato Latino. Yeah, he's not. No, he's not Afro Latino at all. Show me his father. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. Show me his mother. Ain't neither one of them Afro Latino. He came out with a Spaniard flag because Honduras don't support him. So he was like, shit, I need somebody to support me. Spain. Then went and got his ass cooked by a Spaniard. Sandor Martin. You look more like Sandor Martin than any other Afro fucking Latino that I know. Shit, tripping. Afro Latinos is like Subrel, Tito Trinidad. Fucking, even if you want to go, shit, technically you could say Shakur Stevenson. What you mean, Pa? What you take personal? The Afro-Latino shit? Morel, Erzlandi Lara, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Luis Ortiz, Yordanis Ugas. All them dudes black. Keep it 1,000. Felix Verdejo. You know what I mean? Forever dedicated. You serious? You're Africans are everywhere, brother. Man, my dad will beat the shit out of T.O. Sr. I'll train him for that. Edwin De Los Santos, another one. Even Carlos Adames. The list goes on and on and on, people. Y'all get the point. He said, I'll fight him tomorrow. I would love to press T.O. Sr. I feel like that nigga ain't never really get cursed out before. I be feeling like a lot of these niggas ain't never really been cursed out before. You know what I'm saying? Like they began passes all the time. But shout out to Najee for pressing Teofimo. And of course, Teofimo Lopez feels stupid after this conference. Look at the way Najee looking at him when he walk away. Fucking clown. So, you know, Teo feels dumb after this exchange. He low-key salty because how the way Najee was talking to him. He's not used to being talked to like that, especially from reporters. So look at this tangent that Teo goes on after the fact. Because when he was at that May 2nd press conference, he was like, man, Jesus was black. Man, how could I be racist? Jesus was black. Fuck out of here. No, that's bullshit. Look, Teo goes on this rant.
Teo, what's the issue? No, I'm saying Javante calls himself a gorilla. He's trying to say that I'm going off this race.
Javante calls himself Big Ape. He calls himself the Big Ape. And he uses it. And you know, gorillas, he's calling himself an ape because apes symbolize like strength, dominance, alpha. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people be putting them gorilla emojis to identify themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they symbolize these certain things. You, Teo, on the other hand, are using these gorilla shit to enforce racial stereotypes that have been used against black people for years. This shit is too easy, bro. Like that's what you doing. But you trying to justify it, but like, oh well, he calls himself a gorilla all the time. So why can't I call him it? Because you're using it in a different way that Javante is using it. And I've never heard Terrence Crawford call himself an ape or a gorilla. I never heard him refer to himself as neither one of those animals. So, and even if he did, again, you're using it in a different you're using it in a different way than they are. So miss me with the bullshit. But let's look at Teo trying to come across like he's so intelligent. He's a fucking idiot, bro. But anyways.
Saying everybody's a monkey. No, I didn't say that. Yeah. I called two fighters, Crawford and at the time Tank. I called them exactly what they say they are. I'm going off of what they say. But can't you see how people see how it's racist? Like the Keyshawn thing with the watermelon, like you were laughing. So people.
You see how Najee says something and now it's encouraging the reporters to actually speak their truths? Like, why didn't you say that before Najee said something? That's how you know these motherfuckers is followers and they need somebody else to do something in order for them to gather the strength and the courage necessary to hold fighters accountable. He said that. Also, maybe I could ask him now. These motherfuckers is cowards, bro.
I have a fucking banana. That's a fruit. Yeah, that's not. But it was right after. That's stereotype. Yeah, but it was right after it happened. So it looked like you did it. So
you're enforcing racial stereotypes.
Yeah. But like, it's not really to entice or antagonize. I already know the culture going through a lot. Yeah, you feel me?
You know the culture going through a lot, yet you're continuing to enforce racial stereotypes to get a rise out of black people. And then when black people get upset, then you double back and say that it's just for promotion, or they call themselves that. So why am I wrong for calling them in it? You're a fucking idiot, bro.
Everybody going just how everyone else takes it though. You know, someone says I'm gay. Am I gay? I'm not gay. That's how you take shit. Do you agree anything? So, babe. No, you can literally say I'm gonna knock the tacos out of you. It's how I take it. Yeah.
Honduran's not known for tacos, you dumb dickhead. Is Teo Mexican now? This nigga's having an identity crisis. He said, "Oh, if you said you knocked the tacos out of me, I wouldn't care, bro. You're not Mexican. What the fuck are Hondurans known for tacos? Could somebody clarify that for me? Could somebody elaborate? I don't even know anything about Honduran culture. What the fuck? What are Hondurans known for? The only Honduran I know is Dr. Sebi. I don't be knowing these niggas, bro. Is they known for tacos? Cause I'm peeping that Tio got a Mexican colored the Tio on his hat is Mexican colored. Is this nigga Mexican now? Is he trying to take over the Mexican fan base because Hondurans don't love him and black people don't love him and Puerto Ricans don't love him? What the fuck is he talking about? Tio makes absolutely no sense. And them glasses not even prescription anyway, you bitch ass nigga.
Well, do you regret anything? Like you said, you wasn't.
No, because you know what was the whole purpose of it? So I get all the eyes and tell them God is the way. God is the way. The light is the way.
Oh my God. Yo, so I said all this racist shit just to get y'all attention to tell y'all God is real. Yo, I cannot stand these fucking fake. And I was just telling my pop about this shit. Like, I cannot stand these fucking pieces of shit people that play behind the God cloth, bro. That has to be one of the most annoying things ever. Like, you are the biggest piece of shit. And you know you a piece of shit. And then, after you done doing piece of shit things, now you want to bring up God and tell us how Jesus is real. Fuck you. You fucking piece of shit weirdo. Just like your fucking ancestors is coming around trying to, use God as a way to gain control over the masses. You fucking piece of shit.
I had to use something that was bad so that I get everybody to come to it. Stop focusing on Baphomet and focus on God. Focus on everything that we all talk about. Everybody, to let y'all know, this right here means Baphomet. When y'all throw up the deuce like this, it means Baphomet. Like,
bro, T.O. be confused at the own shit that he say out of his mouth. Look at his face after he finished saying this.
Focus on everything that we all talk about. Everybody, to let y'all know, this right here means Baphomet. When y'all throw up the deuce like this, it means Baphomet.
Look, you see him? He was trying to think that shit through, like. Look,
this right here means Baphomet. When y'all throw up the deuce like this, it means Baphomet.
Look.
Like, come on, wake up.
Dumbass nigga, no, you need to wake up.
Wake up, God is real. God is the way.
T.O. was looking around like, I'm running out of bullshit, guys. Fucking piece of shit. He's an idiot, bro. They want to call on God when they're about to get fucked up. Facts. Wait, what happened? Yeah, everybody know, bro. Then you want to know how I know T.O. pussy? Because he let his dad get knocked out for one. Like, they said Keyshawn did it, but now they saying Coach K did it. You letting a coach knock your dad out in comparison to a fighter, that's worse to me. Because that coach not even a fighter, and you let him slump him, and nothing happened to him. I know you pussy. Then I seen Terrence Crawford put his arm around him. It was like, oh, okay, so I ain't got to fuck this nigga up. He just stood there like, oh, but you know, like, we could spar. Fucking goofy. Nigga would have told me that. I was like, you gonna have to fuck me up right here. Like, you tripping. Like, what are you talking about? Jesus Christ. Or I'd have been like, yeah, all right. Fuck. Nigga ain't got no man in him. Certified bitch. And God looking at him like, nigga, I never said that. Yo. That's what they do, bro. Like, they do shitty things. They do shitty things to people. And then when they get pressed or, people attempt to hold them accountable for their actions, niggas want to start talking about God. God is the way. I did this so we could just bring God into the picture. You guys have been running around. Y'all haven't been acknowledging God. So I called you a monkey so you could recognize that God is real. What's the fuck I want to do? Woo! But shout out to Najee for pressing that man. He said, I hate these fake ass Christians talking shit and ripping people off, just like Manny Rivera from Hard Hitting Promotions. Facts. That fucking piece of shit. One of the biggest pieces of shit in the world. Fuck over fighters. Fuck their careers up, cash them out, and then be like, remember, Jesus is your Lord and Savior. Fucking piece of shit. I wouldn't fucking piss on you if you was on fire, you bitch ass niggas. Niggas is crazy. No, all profanity aside though, because they've been limiting my monetization, y'all. But Tio is the biggest clown in boxing, y'all. It's him and Ryan Garcia. Like it's like they the biggest clowns in boxing. How can you respect them, bro? Tio need to get beat up like outside the ring. That's what need to happen. He need to get slapped. I hope he run into Caleb Plant because it seemed like he the only one that really, hit somebody outside of this ring. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be giving him too many passes. I don't know. They feel like he's slow, so they feel bad for him. I don't know what it is. But somebody need to slap. I hope he run into Caleb Plant ASAP. Go ahead and take your ass to Vegas, Tio. Go to a boxing event and talk. And say some disrespectful shit to Caleb Plant real quick. I want to see something. You know what I mean? But Tank said he would slap him. I've seen Tank get pressed before and he ain't do nothing about it. So I don't know. I've seen somebody get in his face and be like, "What's up? You trying to fight?" And he's like, I feel as though. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I seen that. Don't touch me. I seen a whole bunch of that. I ain't seen nobody putting no hands on nobody. Agent 007, what up? Caleb White Boy would definitely slap the shit out Tio. Caleb Plant got the greatest slap of all time in boxing history. I'm gonna just say that. I seen a few niggas get slapped. I seen Caleb got smacked by Canelo. I seen David Hayes slap Chisora. I think that was a punch actually. But I seen some motherfuckers get slapped in boxing. But Caleb Plant got the greatest slap of all time. Like, if we talking about, like, the way that he jumped into the slap, the sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, Caleb Plant got to have the greatest bitch smack of all time. And I heard he slapped him before that. He said he slapped him twice. The no response from Charlo. Charlo wife throwing the shoe and her missing. And then Caleb Plant walked off. And he was like, "Don't never fucking put your hands on me again, nigga." It's like, no, he ain't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He ain't say. Caleb ain't say that. Don't go on Caleb Plant asking why he said that word. He ain't say that. You can imagine if he slapped my wife too. Domestic violence is not funny, slime. Cubs only. Caleb slapped the shoes off Charlo. Charlo had Vans on. before Caleb slapped him, and then after he slapped him, he had forces on. I don't know if that was AI. I don't know if the nigga slapped a different pair of sneakers on him. I don't know what he did. I swear to God, before he got slapped, the nigga had Vans on. And then after he got slapped, he had some brand new white forces on. I don't know how that happened. Jared Hurst slapped Jamel. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when Jamal Charlo was talking shit about Benavidez, and Benavidez seen him in person in the crowd, and he pushed Jamal, and Jamal did nothing, bro. I'm like, yo, you can do anything to the Charlo brothers, and all they gonna do is yell and scream, bro. It's like, y'all remember like them little badass kids that you was in the same grade as, and like they like, especially the boys, they'll scream like little girls scream like this high pitch ass yell that hurt your ears and shit. Like that's the Charlos. Marissa said that was in Dallas. So Benavidez pushed Charlo in his home state and ain't nothing happened to him. He flew back to Arizona, no problem. That's crazy. Or Seattle, whatever the hell they be at. I remember Benavidez pushed him, but he did nothing. I'm like, wow. Yeah, Charlo's definitely got picks. Them niggas got a whole camera roll. She gonna go down like Jaime Munguia. That's crazy. She gonna go down like Jaime Munguia. Slime, there's a special place for you, Slime. I ain't gonna say where it is, but it's real hot down there. Pause. Real hot down there is crazy. But let's get a couple questions in before we get up out of here, man. We've been on here for more than an hour. Thank God the Wi-Fi held up. We had some technical difficulties yesterday, but I guess we figured it out. Yeah. Yeah, we know T.O. Sr. be on that ooh-wee. He be on that yayo. He be on that A1 Perico. They said T.O. be on that ping ping. Yo, Danny Jacobs pressing Jamal was a classic, bro. Jamal looked like he wanted to melt into that motherfucking wall. He was leaning back. He was like, yeah, we can fight. Yeah, we can fight. Scared for his life. Scared for his life. Mm-hmm. Hours, yeah, that should definitely fly by. I'm proud of Najee, though, man. Salute to Najee. I know I said that a few times already, but I'm proud of him. Because on some real shit, that might cause him to lose some credential to events. They might consider him problematic or whatever the case is, and they probably won't let him into a few shows just based off of that interaction. But it let me know that Najee care more about his people than, eating dick for credentials. You feel me? Daniel Jacobs seemed like a chill dude. I don't know. I don't know nothing about him. I never even heard anything about Daniel Jacobs for real. It was for a good reason, Coffee. Like, you know what I mean? That shit need to be said to T.O. because you could tell T.O. used to doing whatever the fuck he want and him not facing no real consequences. You could tell because if he actually had a life where like he faced some real consequences and really had to think about shit, he would have never have used racism as a promotional tactic or a promotional tool to get his name out there. This is another thing. And I was talking about this with somebody at my job because they heard about Teofimo's antics too. With social media and everything that's going on out here, there's so many different ways that you could promote yourself. There's 1,000,001 ways that you could promote yourself and get your name big and become this household name. Like, it's possible. Like, we seen Floyd Mayweather go on Dancing with the Stars. We seen him, fight Big Show and WrestleMania. Like, we've seen these things happen. You know what I'm saying? We've seen Gervonta Davis go on, these big streamers, live streams like Kai Cenat and all these motherfuckers, bro. Like, there's 1,000,001 ways to get your brand on and popping, and you chose to target the black race to get a rise out of them so you could get some recognition. What you're doing is damaging your stock. You think that you're promoting yourself, but in reality, you hurting yourself. All that shit about all press is good press, that's not always the case. And you lost a big part of your fan base as a result of that. The Puerto Rican fan base in New York, you lost talking shit about Puerto Ricans. I know that because I'm tapped in with the people, and they told me the same thing. They don't fuck with you like that. The only Puerto Rican in New York that fuck with you right now is Low. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, you done lost everybody and their mom talking shit about them Puerto Ricans. Then you go on and you start to enforce racial stereotypes about black people. And now you lost them. So now you really don't got nobody backing you. And you was out here waving this Spaniard flag. Them Spain people don't fuck with you. Shit's crazy. You could learn something from Tio. You know what I'm saying? You could learn what not to do. Yeah, Low said, I don't fuck with what he doing. I just fuck with him like in terms of being a skilled fighter. I don't agree with nothing this motherfucker do. Don't nobody agree with Tio. Ain't nobody but him and his cokehead ass daddy. Yeah, I seen KSI slap him. KSI slapped Dylan Dennis with a pancake. My thing is, where the fuck you get this pancake from? Did you fry that bitch up before you got on stage? Like, how you do that? And then, like, if you know that pancake in his hand, like, why would you let him get that close? If I see a nigga and I'm facing off of him, he got a pancake in his hand, there's only so many things he could do with that shit. You're not getting close enough. You're going to have to throw that motherfucker and hope you land it. You ain't going to smack me with that shit. Yeah, he must have pulled that shit out of motherfucking, like, I don't know if the nigga went to IHOP before his face off. I don't know what he did, but that's crazy. One nigga gets smacked by eggs, another nigga gets smacked by pancakes. Some motherfucking full breakfast out this motherfucker. Well, niggas getting hit with well-balanced breakfast. You know what I mean? Nigga, all you missing is the bacon. Or the motherfucking sausage links. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Niggas tripping. But anyways, I'm going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. This is the home of the real and knowledgeable. You feel what I'm saying? We do this on the regular. Be on the lookout for my next live tomorrow afternoon. We're going to get into some open boxing topics, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be updating our pound for pound list. You see what I'm saying? Until then, this is Mazuma TV. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.